Hey guys, it's Stacy. Happy Saturday. For those of you who are going to hop on the call and you just made some time to spare, I know it's the weekend. I know it's like peak time of the day and it's sunny out and it's like, how in the heck can we take some time out here to do another team call, especially on a Saturday? Well, the reason behind it is I really want to get you guys super set up for the week ahead. So I'm going to go over very briefly what I do every single day to be successful in my home life, in my business, as a hairstylist, and as a mom. So what we're going to focus on today is the business side because you have to be extremely organized. So finding a rhythm and getting your tools and your ducks in a row is super important. I'm going to tell you what I do, and you can go ahead and implement whatever you want to do. So each and every Sunday, I take the printer and I print out a blank business activity tracker sheet. Along with this business activity tracker sheet, you guys all saw, and I'm going to go ahead and just send you over here this way. At the month, I get a white eraser board. And over here, you're going to see that I am tracking the month of April, then I'm going to track the month of May, then I'm going to track the month of June. My goal every month is Success Club 14, okay? I like that number. I like the number that I see every month as far as my pay goes, and I also like helping those people too, you guys. All right, so right now, this is my running tally of the month of April, how many new friends I have, how many invites I've sent out, how many follow-ups I've sent out so far in the month, and conversation starters, and how many people I put into the coaching opportunity. Currently, on the 11th of this month, I'm at Success Club 8. My goal is 14. All right, so that's that for there. These people here, these are my list of people that are kind of right on that fence line that I just really want to make sure I'm keeping the relationships healthy and strong and letting them know that I'm really here, okay? It's not about selling. It's about tracking your results, all right? Sorry, I gotta move that computer around, you guys. All right, so each and every morning, I get up and I do not do anything but me. I get up in the morning and I've been practicing now, like a lot of these self-help books say, to get up 1 hour earlier. Now, for some of you guys, you probably already do that. If you're like already a 4 a.m.er, you're already getting up early. My goodness, there's no reason for you to get up at 3, you know? But that time, an hour earlier than what you're normally doing, really has a significant impact. I get up every morning. I go downstairs. Well, first I get dressed. I put my workout clothes on. I go downstairs. I have my breakfast. I read something from my personal development book of the month or whatever I'm reading currently. I take a highlighter to it and I highlight really important pieces of information. While I am doing that, I do post on Insta stories what I've done, breakfast, my personal development. I want to be consistent in that. I want to be consistent in showing them that I am legit doing it every single day, because doing something consecutively builds trust, builds a bond, builds relationships, builds an atmosphere where they might feel comfortable to come to me because they see that I'm not just somebody who does it here and there. And even if I'm having a bad day, I'm still going to show up. I'm still going to show up because that's something that was really important to me to work on as a person, because when things got bad as a child, I didn't show up. And I think it's important to show up. Doesn't mean putting on this happy face all the time. It just means showing up, because taking care of you and showing up during the hard pockets makes you a better person, which in return makes you a better coach. All right. So go downstairs, eat breakfast, press play. Then I have a cup of coffee and I start sending my posts out. So I always try to get my very first post in the morning out before 7 a.m. I wouldn't do it any earlier than 6 a.m. because sometimes it kind of misses the boat. So somewhere between 6, no later than 7 is a really good time to do your posting, okay? A great way to not freak out about a 6 a.m. post is to get on your notes on your cell phone and type out what you're going to say and prep the picture. So literally all you have to do is copy and paste and post it. Very simple. So that's something that I do too as well. The other thing that I do is after I work out, after I do all that, I tried to make some new friends off of my fitness page. Now, some of you guys are still building your fitness pages, okay? If you're not at that step yet, don't worry about that. But the way you're gonna make new friends is where you do your free groups every single month. And the little trick to involve more people is have a contest before your group even starts and say, hey guys, I'm passing out one prize before this group even starts for the person who has the most invites, and those people have to send me a friend request because I'm unable from Facebook rules to post them into a group without them being friends with me. So I need you to invite as many as you can, tell them to send me a friend request, and then I will add them. We're gonna use the honor system. So on day one, I'm gonna put a post out and just tell me the number of people you invited, and then that person will get a prize from me to you. Right there is how you get your new friends. Boom. 10 new friends, 10 new conversations, which is on the business activity tracker. What is the conversation? Hey, how are you? I'm really excited you're part of our free group. Do you have kids as well? Something of that nature. Just relax about it. Be easy. So get your friends, and that'll come in time, but make it a point to just get one new friend. One new friend every day is 365 friends in the whole entire year. But you got to be pumping that well. You've got to start that process. So you got to make it a point to just click friend requests and find your avatar. Don't just click somebody. You are a CEO. You don't want, if you're at a restaurant, you're the manager, are you going to hire some Joe Schmo that you know is not going to be really great for your team? No, you want to do someone who's relatable, who you would fit in with, who is your avatar. Who is you is who is them, okay? After I do that, I take time and I go upstairs and I shower, put on my makeup, I get dressed, and I do it every single day. Because even on the days that I don't need to wake up and shower and put on makeup right away, it makes me feel really good. It makes me feel very put together. And then I have time with Ryan before the school bus. And then once he goes off to school, depending on my day, now I'm a part-time worker, I either get Kenzie ready and I take her off to daycare. I used to keep her at home, but I'd rather spend 3 quality hours with her at night versus 10 unquality hours with her while I'm stuck here on the computer, for example. Now, the other thing that I do too is, you guys, we talked about reflection. You've got to get a calendar. Now, the calendar that I have, and I do recommend this one because it is awesome. It is about everything in one. It is the Brilliant Life Planner. It is expensive. It's $60. So you might need to save your money for this, but it is well worth the investment, and you can write that off on your taxes. This has everything. It makes you schedule, you can schedule your whole entire month, all your team calls, all of your free groups, when the challenge groups are, and then over here is my goals every month for my signups for my Success Club, okay? And then over here, this makes me talk about the week that I just had, my memories, what I'm grateful for, what did I do to get towards my goals last week, what struggles and stressors I had and how I overcame them. So this is all the personal stuff to you guys while building a successful business, all right? The other thing too is over here, it gives you prepped for the week ahead. What are your top 3 tasks for the week ahead? What are my personal tasks? Any appointments? That could be also your family too, you guys. Meetings, all of your team call meetings. Who do you want to encourage? Those might be the people that might be on the fence, right? You just want to send some loving, vibes to them, a message or something. And people who you need to contact, all right? The other thing too is over here, this is for next week, for example, okay? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, on this is super important. On Sunday, I take the time to map all of this out. The first things I map out are my workout times, and even if it's a redundant time, I still write it down because scheduling is so important, okay? I schedule my workouts, I schedule when I'm working at the salon, and then I schedule any like doctor's appointments, things of that nature. And then I will go in there and I'll schedule what time I'm going to take a shower. It really is it's amazing what this does, you guys. And then from there, I see the pockets of free time. Now, for me, Mondays and Wednesdays, since I don't have anybody for a good couple of hours, that is the bulk of my business. Me personally, I spend 5 to 6 hours a day on those 2 days because I can. All right. Even just an hour a day, it doesn't matter, you guys. Remember, we're not comparing, because that's not even a word. We're not comparing, because everybody has a different life. All right. But what you're going to see is all of a sudden you have your work schedule, you have your kids all lined up, you have your family time in there and all that stuff. And then you're going to find the times to work your business. Pockets of free time is where you find your business. Then I just stick to my activity tracker. I stick to the tracker, and this is the only things that I do. This is it. Now, for example, it says, start 3 new conversations. Start with that if that makes you comfortable. But if you can do more, you need to do more. The more you do, the more will happen to you. I can tell you, for me, if I don't do 20 conversations a day of some nature, I don't get many responses back. But that's me. But I've discovered that because I'm tracking my results. So tracking your results is super key. Using this business activity tracker, because if you're tracking it, you know you're doing the business. But while you're doing the business, think about who you're inviting, who you want to send a friend request out to. Don't just go through the motions. You are a CEO, which means you are, first of all, a rock star, and you've got to have a good lineup of people behind you. You're going to start figuring out in your business who you want to help versus who you're not going to want to help, okay? You may be a person that you're discovering that you don't want to have people you have to hold their hands all the time. You need people who are going to just kind of go after it and ask questions because they can do the work, okay? Or you might want those handholders. Everybody's completely different, okay? But today's call is just me and what I do and how I stay on top of it. The other thing too is I keep a really super clean desk. I wipe down my desk every night. That might be a little OCD, but I don't really care because I think it works. I wipe down my desk. I keep everything tidy because I feel like when I walk in to clean, I feel more ready to rock and roll, I also take a look over here at my vision board, and I just take a moment just to look at it. And sometimes I put new things up there and sometimes I don't. It just depends. And on the bottom one, that's where I've been tracking the 80-day obsession. And then you guys as coaches, I'm just tracking you guys too. Basically, like if you hit Success Club, what rank you are, all of that good stuff. So I can help you build your business, okay? And then over here, I have some creating my tactic goals so I can stay really on point. The other thing too is if you want to be an emerald coach or a diamond coach or a 15-star, whatever it is, doesn't matter. You have to set some benchmarks. So for me, my goal, and I have it written down and I write down every day, is I will be 2-star by June 19th. And for me, that's a very significant day because that's the day my dad took his life. So rather than using my sadness as a sadness pill and being tired and bugged down that day, I'm going to use it to be great. So take your negatives and turn them into the positives to be great. Last but not least, I have this little white eraser board, and I've shown you guys this before, and every night I make my to-do list. I love wiping it clean. I love rewriting it. It's just something that makes me feel good, okay? And I prioritize them. I do what I need to do first. Now, if there's one that you're like, dude, I try to avoid this at all costs, do that one first and just get it out of the way. Then you can enjoy and relax. But this way you can save paper, but not only that too, crossing something off really makes you feel like you're accomplishing your goals and you're moving forward in that right direction. So make a list of what your to-dos are, and what you don't do tomorrow. It's okay. All right. So I think in a nutshell, that's basically what I do. I schedule my family time. I schedule my Beachbody time. I schedule when I work. I schedule also, you guys, I schedule call times for people. So if I need to do a phone chat with somebody, I will not just accommodate to them. Sometimes I do, given if it's just really hard to coordinate. But when I'm scheduling for the week out, I say to myself, okay, I can do 10:30 to 12 on Mondays and Wednesdays phone chats. And I leave those open. So if I need to have a potential new client talk to me, or they want to go over a challenge pack opportunity, I schedule a phone chat. Do not do it on the fly and get yourself all stressed out. Schedule everything. You will feel a million times better because your family time and your time is very, very, very vital. So don't think for a second that you have to be accommodating to them. Now, sometimes you may have to, but for the majority of the time, you already have that week plan ahead. You can say, hey girl, I have a 10:30 on Monday. Can you do a phone chat then? Let me know. Great. No, I can't. Okay. Well, on Wednesday too, I have between 10:30 and 12:30, and then I have a 4 o'clock. Each call, I save about 30 minutes of time so that I can focus on the rest of the things for my day. What time would you like? Boom, you're done. Make sure you schedule. And if someone is going to be with you, they will be with you. Don't rush and leave, dinner to sign up a challenge pack member because you're afraid you're going to miss Success Club. Don't do that. Let them know that you will get back with them with a link within 24 hours, and then get it to them. Don't rush this. You guys are in charge. You guys are in control. This is what I do. This is what works. If you guys duplicate this, you will feel less stressed. You will feel more in control. And then the next step is you got to help yourself from being distracted while you're doing the tasks at hand. Now that's where I have my struggle. So sometimes what I do is I just set a timer for each task, and I only put up the bars on the computer that I'm working on for each task. I don't want to have a bazillion tabs up on my computer, so it just distracts me. So if I'm only doing invites, I might have 2 Facebook pages pulled up so I can do one message and then I can see who I want to do on the other page, okay? So make it simple, make it easy, set your business times, and then time yourself on each activity. Okay, I got to do 10 invitations. I'm going to give myself 30 minutes to do invites. Ready, set, go. Set a timer. That way you can start working on your proficiency. You can start working on your time management skills, because just get it done, move on, and have your family time. You deserve that. Make sure you're also posting on your social media. If you have not gotten on Instagram, get to Instagram, switch your account to business. It does not charge you for that. And get yourselves on Insta stories and start following some of the top coaches and mocking their behaviors. If you need to look at me or anybody else, just go ahead and follow us. And we are going to show you, I follow top coaches all the time. And that's how I get my ideas. But you got to make sure on both social media pages that you are showing up every day. Every day. It's not about screaming Beachbody. It's about just showing up every day. And if you're not getting many likes or very much interaction on a post, then you need to stop doing that post. Don't get yourself upset that no one's liking it. You might have to go, oh, well, I've been doing that little, I've been copying and pasting an inspirational quote, for example, and it just hasn't been getting many likes. Stop doing it. Instead, get creative. Get Word Swag, download Word Swag, and then do the quote with you. Make it more creative. Make it more personable. Remember, everything is personable. So you got to think on that aspect too. But this is what I do. And do I have some late nights? Yes, I do. Do I try to get to bed as early as I possibly can? Yes, I do. But the fact of the matter is, for me and you, if you know why you're doing this business, you'll work hard at finding your rhythm. When you find your rhythm, you gain momentum, you gain more confidence in yourself, you'll be willing to put yourself more out there, and we've got your back. This system that I'm telling you guys will work. Track your results. Track next week your social media posting with the themes you have come up with, and stay true to the themes. The themes might be great, but maybe the posting is poor. Or it could be the opposite. You just have to just see what the viewers are wanting. I can tell you, anytime I put a picture of me and John in there and I tag John, it skyrockets. So I save John for some special ones just because I know it's kind of like my secret weapon. And I like that. So think and get creative. Also, too, if you need juices to fly to get your like that one-liner, you want to hook them in with that one-liner, go to Pinterest and find a quote, but use that quote as you write your message on Facebook, all right? And also, too, hashtags are cool at the bottom. My logo, you guys know, or our logo is Grit and Grace. You can do hashtag Grit and Grace, or you can do hashtag whatever your theme is for your team. And think of your team name. You guys, you have a team. Once you start building people, you build your own team epic journey or whatever you want to call it, right? So think about that and get excited about that. We are not even halfway through the month of April, and we can change some lives. Share your story. Don't sell it. Share it. Get organized in here. Do a training every single night, even if you just listen to it. And do not forget the National Wake Up Call, you guys, is every Monday. And if you can't watch it, go to the Team Beachbody 411 page and you can watch it live whenever you want, or get the podcast and you can listen to it in the car. These Team National Wake Up Calls are great. It's a coach who's working the business right. They give us tips. They get us energized. They get us enthusiastic for the whole entire week. They pump you up. So make sure you're scheduling that national wake up time too. It doesn't have to be on a Monday. You can listen to it whenever you can, but listen to it because it's there to help you. And there's some tools, and try to apply some of them because that's going to help you too. That's what helps me. YouTube is your best friend. Your back office is your best friend too. So you have all of these resources plus me, plus your upline coach, which is Demetria. And if anybody else would like to get into some other upline places like Team Fit Fanatic, let me know and I can add you into that upline as well. The more trainings you get into, the more, meetings that you have in here, you guys, the better you're going to start learning. But just kind of get your blinders on, put your head down, focus, find what works, find what doesn't. Schedule, 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 schedule. Stay on top of your schedule. I promise you, it's going to be a whole nother ball game. All right. So with that said, I'm going to get going. Have a wonderful Saturday. I hope you guys are able to watch this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I totally appreciate it. If you have questions or concerns, drop a line to me however you want. Either send me a text, a private message, whatever you want. But I will let you guys know, and I want all of you guys to order this because this is our next book for our April 30th start date. It is Make Today Count, and this is by John C. Maxwell. It's a pretty short read. It's a pretty short book too. It's very, very, very powerful. So I want all of you coaches to order this book before the 30th so we are all on the same page. The other thing too, you guys, is if we show in our challenge group that we're all together and that we are all showing up every single day, that's powerful. Because what that's going to do is when you start having people get into the challenge groups, they're going to see their leader there no matter what. So start practicing that now, being there no matter what, even if you don't have anybody there, because you should show up for yourself. Because no matter what, before your business, you show up first as a challenger. Show up first as a challenger, because if you do that, you will be great because you're always working on yourself first, okay? So when I push you guys or encourage you to say, get into the challenge group, it's not to add on one more thing. That is because I want to care for you first as me, as your coach, to make sure you're still successful in your health and wellness. That's why you came on. That has to be number one. All right, now remember, business, family, what's first? Family, then your business, okay? Always keep it that order. Family, business, family, business. But when you find the pockets, all of a sudden you get this jump start. You're like, dude, I can do this. I can do this. And I'm going to promise you this. If you stick to getting organized and doing the same thing over and over and over again, you're pumping the well. And guess what? People are going to come to you. They see you on social media like, oh my God, I have watched you every single day since day one. You've never not posted. I'm inspired by you. What are you doing? I want to do what you're doing. You didn't sell that. You shared it. It's cool because you just worked on you. All right. So you guys, just want to give you this special little sneak peek into the world of me. These are things that I'm doing. These are the things that make it really easy, but hard to do. But, you know, my goal is, and I say this every day before I go to bed and every morning when I wake up, I said that completely backwards, is I say, my name is Stacy Shiflett. I am a 12-star, 3-time elite Team Beachbody coach. I was able to retire from my current job as a hairstylist 1 year before my daughter stepped foot on the school bus for her first day of kindergarten. I didn't think it was going to happen, but with hard work and dedication, I made it happen. And the reason why I say it like that is because I will be one day a speaker on the National Wake Up Call. That is one of my goals. So get clear about your vision, get into contact emotionally about why you're doing this business, and you will succeed. Dive in, you guys. And I'm gonna tell you this too. If you have not done 80-day obsession, do it. Do it, and do it how it's supposed to be done, because I'm gonna tell you what, my business got better because of 80-day obsession. My home life got better because of 80-day obsession. Me as a mom got better from 80-day obsession, as a coworker, as a human being, as a grieving process from my dad. Everything got better from this program. And I am doing it again. I am doing it again on April 30th when we start again, you guys. But I encourage you to do 80-day obsession with me. And I don't care if it might be hard for you. I encourage you to dive into the hard, because I never thought I could say that I had a rebirth again. This accelerated my business. This accelerated my passion. It accelerated my drive. It accelerated it all. Do 80-day obsession with me. Do it for the next 3 months with me. I promise you, you will see a shift in everything about your life. I swear to you, you will. I can't let this go. I am not letting go of this time nutrition. I am not letting go of waking up on time. I am not letting go of this program. I want to rewire it into my body one more time, because that will lead us up into the brand new launch of Lift 4 from Joel. And I am super pumped about that. And then I will do that program. And so that's the way it goes. If you guys haven't ordered your beach bars, save some money up and order your beach bars. They are phenomenal. My kids love them. And on top of that, they're so much healthier than all of the other health bars out there, and they're actually more affordable. So you guys rev those up, make them, if you want to buy a box, and then pass them out to people who sign up with you as a challenge pack. All right? With that said, have a wonderful day. Love you all. Happy Saturday. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you tuned in, I know it's hard to step away from the weekend to do Beachbody work, but for those of you who take time to do this today, you guys are awesome. And if you did it, you're still awesome. Just watch the replay, and I hope this helps. Bye, everybody.